What's going on, everybody? JD back again. Thank you for joining me and watching this video on my channel. We're going to be talking about GameStop. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, all those good things. Before we go any further, let me make sure that I'm very transparent first off by saying that I used to work for GameStop for 7 years, from 2007 to 2014. Started as a game advisor, moved my way up to lead game advisor in California, moved up to assistant manager. Then after that, moved up to store manager, which I was store manager for about 4 to 5 years. I had a decent time. There was ups and downs, but that's almost with every company you work for. It's a lot worse now than it was before. A couple articles we'll be talking about today. First one, which I hope is not true, but I would not be surprised, that GameStop is reportedly telling employees to wrap their hands in plastic bags while they continue working during the coronavirus outbreak. If that is true, that is absolutely ridiculous. It's unacceptable, and they should not be running even at delivery at door. That's unacceptable. And then the second one is that they are going to be closing at least 300 stores again, if not more. So we'll go over those things. But again, hit that like button, all that good stuff. Let's just move on. GameStop had considered itself essential because it provided entertainment for people at home. A lot of us do not agree with that, simply because there's something called the internet, and you can just download these games now. They're doing a delivery at door. Some places where they said just don't open, period, they're saying, well, we got loopholes, so we're still going to open. We're still going to send people at risk and all those things. The worst thing out of all this, and as far as I know, this is rumor, and it says in a memo from GameStop's corporate office. But again, we don't know 100%. It hasn't been confirmed because they've been asked about this, but they have not responded. Employees still working during the ongoing pandemic says proper safety measures aren't being taken to ensure they don't get sick. When they made their big announcement to all their customers that they were going to make sure they were going to keep their environments clean, make sure employees are safe as well as the customers are safe, they said they would be sending them cleaning supplies. But we've even heard from said conference calls that, they're doing what they can, but it's nowhere near enough. A lot of stores don't have said cleaning supplies like hand sanitizers, gloves, anything to really keep them safe. And that's unacceptable. So according to a memo sent to GameStop managers and reported by Boston Globe, employees were reportedly told to cover their hands and arms with plastic bags when interacting with customers. You cannot be serious. If this is true, and this is a quote, I'm not exactly sure where this quote came from, but just read this. It says, lightly, you want to be able to get it off easily, tape a GameStop plastic bag over your hand and arm. Do not open the door all the way. Keep the glass between you and the guest's face. Just reach out your arm. This is ridiculous. Like, they want you to take their form of payment with that plastic bag. When I make you pay for it, go through that entire process, and then, wrap that bag over it, put the item in with the receipt, and then give it back to the customer. That has to be one of the most ghetto ways I've ever seen or even heard anybody working with anyone. That's pretty ghetto. Let's keep it honest. Here's a quote an employee said from the looks of it. I have to make a choice between doing a job that nobody needs during a pandemic and not being paid and possibly infecting people or being infected. Like, this is an employee saying that. Let's move on to the next one. So, of course, we have already heard that GameStop is going to close some stores, and it looks like they're going to be closing up to 300 stores this year. Here is another article from Kotaku. The last one was from Business Insider. I'll leave both links in the description below for you to read if you just want to check them out yourself. A report puts in the closures were announced during the earnings call held last week, when Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer Jim Bell said, we anticipate store closures to be equal to or more than 320 net closures we saw in fiscal 2019 on a global basis. Importantly, we want to emphasize that these store closures are a very specific and proactive part of our decentralization plan, and they are not related to recent business trends. And he must be referring to, the certain thing that's going on right now. I bet you once everything is said and done, the smoke is cleared, the dust is settled, we're going to be seeing more than 300 stores close, because they're in dire straits. They're already in dire straits. From last year, they had 5,800 stores open. It's down to 5,500. and it's just going to go down from there until they can get things fixed, if they can get it fixed. Want to see what your thoughts are? Leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this, and I always appreciate it. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Here's a few more minutes of Nova Drift. This is a PC game on Steam and itch.io for PC and Mac. This is a kind of a classical shooter with RPG-like elements. You upgrade to different modifications every time you level up, and it's pretty fun. So give it a shot. Thank you, and talk to you later. Reinforced drones. He's almost done. Take him out. That's how you handle that. Yeah. Formation Rampart. We got 658. Oh, you son of a gun. I'm like pressing the wrong buttons right now. I'm getting confused on what button is go, what button is stop. Man. man, terrible. I just lost my rhythm.